Public schools in Western Australia have been funded for many years through a staffing formula and special purpose payments which aim at equitable provision. The model has served well, but it was designed for a different age and it has reached the limits of its effectiveness. School principals describe it as complex, difficult to understand, inconsistent and in practice not equitable. Today's model belongs to an age when only a minority of young people completed school and when upper secondary classes were small and costly to run. Young people who reached the final years received more funding support. Those in lower secondary year levels received less. Primary school children received even less. Into the new century, we have 70 to 80% of young people completing school and much larger classes in the senior years. But a more important change has taken place in our thinking. It is not how many young people complete school that matters, so much as how well they do in their studies. We want achievement, not simply attendance or participation, or even school completion. With achievement as the focus, the funding emphasis has to shift. Till now it has been on how far you have got in school, Year 11 and Year 12 students receiving more funds than Year 8s or 9s. This has to shift to who you are as a student. If you have special needs, we will meet them. If you are Aboriginal, we will support you with additional efforts. If you attend a school with many poor children, you will get extra support, as you will if your school is in a remote area. Children at every stage of schooling count equally. Their needs for their stage of schooling are equally important. Each child is building a platform for further study. Our job is to make that platform as strong as possible. Western Australian public schools, like public schools elsewhere in Australia, face big challenges in changing priorities from participation to achievement. In some respects, the challenges are bigger. More children live in remote areas. Every 12th child is Aboriginal. There are relatively more children from poor backgrounds in Western Australia than in Australia as a whole. To meet the challenges, resources should be accurately targeted to need. Funding has to go where it will have its biggest impact, the neediest students in the neediest schools. But it also has to be used well. Schools are best placed to decide how to allocate their teachers to where they can have their biggest impact. The funding model has to equip schools to do this.